Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy back with another video. Today we're going to be doing an all-Doe Fruit showcase in the new Hybrid Dragon update. Now, I'm going to be showing each of the moves just once to make it nice and quick. But yeah, let's get on with this all-Doe Fruit showcase. Thought I might as well do it since the game does get new players on the update. And a lot of buffs and nerfs have happened this update. So let's get straight into the all-Doe Fruit showcase. Make sure y'all boys sub up, broke to 20k. Appreciate all the support recently. Let's get straight into it, and I hope y'all boys enjoy. Keep in mind, all Del Fruits are going to be level 300 when I do showcase them, so you guys can see the full potential. But let's get straight into it. First ability, Light Kick. Boom, pretty much just kick at them. Next up, we have Mirror Kick. Boom. Next up, we have Blinding Combo. There we go. Next up, we got Guzon. You could aim this. So if I put it like right here, and it does a big slice. Next up, we have Jewels of Light. And we have the Flight. That's pretty much it for Light. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have Ice. First ability, Partition. You can hold it, and the limit is 4 little tridents. And once you throw it, boom, they freeze. Next up, we have Geyser. Pretty much like a little ice stomp. Next up, we have Pheasant, if I'm reading that correctly. Boom, you just send a bird. Really good damage. And we have Ice Age. You guys already know this, but here it is. Boom. And we have Ice Dragon. This could also be used for transportation because it sends you really far. So let's go ahead and use this. Boom. And that's pretty much it for Ice. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, we're now on PTS Rubber. First ability, Pistol. Second ability, Bazooka. Third ability, Gatling. You can also move it around and stuff like that. Fourth ability, Rocket. It's a transportation move. Boom. Now let's go ahead and use Gear 2. Alright, first ability, Pistol. Second ability, Bazooka. Third ability, Gatling. Also move it around. Fourth ability, Rocket, is a transportation. That's it for PTS Rubber. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, we now have the Bomb Fruit. First ability, Grenade Blaster. Second ability, Leap. You could also hold that to go further. Third ability, Kick Bomb. Fourth ability, Howitzer Impact. You go up, and then you go straight down. That's it for Bomb. Let's move on to the next. We are now on the Smoke Fruit. First ability, White Blow. Second ability, Whiteout. Third ability, Typhoon. You can hold it. And when you let go, it does an explosion at the end. And fourth ability, Firework. That's it for Smoke. Let's move on to the next. Alright, next up we have Sand Fruit. First ability, Desert Slicer. Second ability, Spada. Third ability, Swamp. You hold this. And at the end, it does a tick of 50. And we have fourth ability, Sabless Pasado. You could also combo extend this into Swamp as well. That's it for saying. Let's move on to the next. We are now on the ultimate Chop Fruit. First ability, Cannon. Second ability, Grab. Third ability, Car. W move, W move. It also does damage. Oh my god, we're flying. But yeah, let me show it doing damage real quick. Alright, there we go. Boom, when you run over them, it does 67 damage. Hey, it's not even that bad, honestly. Like, look at this. Alright. Let's stop trolling with the Chop Car. For fourth ability, Festival. Alright, pretty much it for Chop. Let's move on to the next fruit. Alright, next up we have Barrier. First ability, Barrier. Second ability, Bubble. Third ability, Crash. There we go. Fourth ability, Spikes. Boom. That's it for Barrier. Let's move on to the next. Next up, we have String. First ability, Fulbright. Second ability, Overheated Whip. You can hold it. And once you let go, it does a whip at the end. Third ability, String Knight. Pretty much spawning like a little clone that attacks for you, as you can see. And next up, we have 16 bullets. Really good damage, like 200. That's insane. And we have Skywalk. This is like my favorite fly in the game. Only because it's kind of like Spider-Man. But yeah, that's pretty much of our string. Let's move on to the next fruit, boys. We are now on Leopard. First ability, After Image Combo. Second ability, Spiral Kick. Third ability, Claw Barrage. Fourth ability, Predator's Prowl. You can run around and then you can like catch them. Like this. Let's get on with the mode. So we have, this is the model, by the way, really cool. M1s. There we go. First ability, After Image Combo. Second ability, Spiral Kick. Third ability, Claw Barrage. Fourth ability, Rokugan. Really sick move. Alright, and the final one is Rising Claw Combo. Here it is. Boom, and you kind of just like grab them and slam down. Alright, that's it for a Rising Claw Combo. Let's move on to the next fruit. Alright, we're now on the Magma Fruit. First ability, Repel. Second ability, Metal Arms. You could M1 with these. Also, when you use Repel with these, they actually like go along with the Repel. So here you see. Boom. Alright, next up, we have Cyclone. And once you let go, boom. Next up, we have Punk Prison. Next up, we have Punk Cannon as the final move. Really cool move, by the way. Look at this. And boom. That's it for Magnet. Let's move on to the next. We are now on Lightning, so you can do 4 voltages. Each voltage that you do more damage with an ability. Also, for Projected Burst, there's 4 different variations depending on how much voltages you activated. So, first up, we got Lightning Palm. Next up, we have Crashing Thunder. You go like up in the sky, and you go straight down. There we go. Next up, we have 0 voltages Projected Burst. 1 voltage Projected Burst. Let's wait for this to come back. Here it is. It's a wolf this time. Now we have 2 voltages Projected Burst. Let's go ahead and wait for the cooldown. And boom. It's like a bird this time. Kind of like the Ice Bird on Ice Kit. But now we have 3 voltages Projected Burst. Here it is. And boom. And we have 4 voltages Projected Burst. This is literally like L Thor, but like sideways, I guess you could say. Hey, it's really sick, I can't lie. Yo, this tree is like killing me, bro. What the hell? So yeah, our cooldown is back. Let's go ahead and use it. Like I said, it's L Thor, but sideways. Here it is. Boom. Also has a cool little Kamehameha sound effect. And that's pretty much it. Let's move on to the next ability. Crushing Judgment. So like this, it's really small AoE, right? Let me show you guys how much AoE this thing has whenever you have 4 voltages. Alright, so I'll be right back once this comes back on cooldown. Alright, here we go. You don't have to charge it up, and look at this AoE. Absolutely insane, bro. Alright, and for the final move, we have Rygo. You just throw it straight down, and it does a huge explosion. Alright, pretty much it for lightning. Let's move on to the next fruit. Alright, we have Blue Sword. Really cool. Next up, we have Suffocation. Boom. And we have Combustive Gas. Really good damage. And Relaxing Gas. It kind of just puts like a bunch of gas around the area. And while they're in the gas, you know, you could just like run some combos and stuff like that. But yeah, gas is definitely a really good fruit in my opinion. But yeah, there it is. And boom. Hey, let's move on to the next fruit. We are now on Falcon. You get like cool little wings whenever you have the fruit. So first ability, Wing Slicer. Second ability, Flying Talon. Pretty much like the Phoenix move, but a bit worse, I guess you could say. And then we have Wing Cyclone. And Falcon Punch. This does a lot of damage, by the way. You hold it and kind of just sucks them in. And boom. There we go. That's pretty much it for Falcon. On to the next. Next up, we have Dough. First ability, Grill Dough. Second ability, Dough Muddle. Third ability, Lotus Dough Combo. It sends them upwards as well and slams them straight down. Next up, we have Chestnut. You could also block this, but, you know, while you're comboing them, you could activate it. Really good damage, by the way. And next up, we have Anemone. Pretty much like a Mochi Barrage. There it is. And for the final one, we have, of course, Buzz Cut. After it finishes, you just slam them straight down. That's it for Dough. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, we are now on Darkness. So, first ability, Black Hole. Here it is. Next ability, Liberation. This move does a ton of damage, I can't lie. Next up, we have Black World. There we go. Next up, we have Kurozu. Just pulls them straight towards you. What you could do is, I'm pretty sure, like, Liberation and then pull them towards you. It'll do a ton of damage. Next up, we have Dark Hall. This is just like an evasive type move. It does do damage, but it would be good to, like, you know, as an evasive, I'd say. And then next up, we have for the final move, it is Dark End. Let's go ahead and throw it. And boom. Really sick. Anyways, that's pretty much it for Darkness. Let's move on to the next one. Alrighty, we are now on Flame. First ability, Fire Fist. Second ability, Fire Gun. Third ability, Pillar. Here it is, really cool. Next up, we have Beam. Boom. And we have Enkai as the final attack move. As you can see, we have a huge flame ball above us. And we just throw it. Pretty hard to land, but when it does deal good damage. And of course, we have Flame Flight. Anyways, that's pretty much it for Flame. Let's move on to the next fruit. Now we have Quake. First ability, Fist. Second ability, Eruption. Third ability, Slam. Brings you up into the sky. You can hold this for a pretty long time. Some people use it to run away. Some people use it to attack. Boom. Next up, we have Island Shake. Boom. And we have Sea Quake, of course, which is the tsunamis. Here they are. There we go. Pretty much for Quake. Let's move on to the next one. We have Gravity. First ability, Push. Second ability, Launch. Just launches them straight up. Third ability, Avalanche. This spawns in a bunch of rocks. Now, what you do with these rocks is you attack the person. So, I'd have to use the Shoot ability in order to throw these rocks. Boom. Really low cooldown as well. Next up, we have Planetary Devastation. If you look up, it just collects someone and just sends them up there. And boom. And for the final move, we have Great Meteor. Go ahead and use this right here. I'm going to use it here because like the AoE is really big. So here it is. The more you hold it, the bigger AoE it gets, by the way. So if you look up, you'll see a meteor coming all the way from there. Yeah, it looks really sick, bro. And boom, here it is. Really, really sick. But that's pretty much it for Gravity. Let's move on to the next one. We are now on Magma. First ability, Major Eruption. Second ability, Meteor Volcano. You can hold that for a pretty long duration. Next ability we have is Plume. Fourth ability, Eruptive Surge. Here it is. And the fifth ability, Hellhound. At the end, it does an explosion of 75 damage. That's for Magma. On to the next. Next up, we're on Phoenix. First ability, Fujiazami, if I'm reading that correctly. Boom. Next up, we have Town Slam. Next up, Phoenix Inferno. Next up, Bluebird. Let's move on to the Transform. Here we are. First ability, Fujiazami. Second ability, Hawk Rush. Can be used as a flight as well. And boom. Next up, Phoenix Inferno. Boom. And the final move for the transformation is Bluebird. Really good damage, by the way. Anyways, that's pretty much it for Phoenix. On to the next fruit. Alrighty, we are now on Paw. First ability, Pressure Cannon. Second ability, Sonic Stomp. Third ability, Sumo Thrust Barrage. Fourth ability, Torture. Kind of like stuns them for a bit, so you could do your little combo. And the final one is Orsis Shock. You could charge it up as well. And boom. Really good damage. 250 is crazy. Alright, on to the next fruit. We are now on TS Rubber. Let's get straight into it. Jet Pistol. Jet Gatling. Red Hawk. Grizzly Magnum. Alright, now on to the Gear 4 transformation. And boom, here we are. Kong Gun. Culverin. Next up, we have the 3 skill, which is Kong Gatling. Really sick move, bro. Boom. And King Kong Gun. You could charge it up as well, and it slams straight down. And the E skill is Elastic Repulsion. It's literally just a transportation move. It lasts for a pretty long time as well. Alright, that's pretty much it for Gear 4, aka TS Rubber. On to the next fruit. Alrighty, we are on Dragon V1, I guess you could call it. So, first ability, Dragon Breath. Second ability, Dragon Claw. Third ability, Screech. Like a little Conqueror's Hockey. Next ability, Draco Meteor. Kind of just rains down a bunch of flames. Next ability, Crimson Bomb. Very similar to Enkai, but just more damage, pretty sure. Boom, and at the end it does a tick of 150. Let's get on with the mode. This is the Dragon mode right here. No M1s, by the way. First ability, Dragon Breath. Second ability we have is Tatsumaki. Boom. And at the end, it does like a little whip. It would also be used for transportation if you want. Next up, we have Screech. This Screech looks absolutely sick, I can't lie. There we go. And we have Draco Meteor, but it's just a better version. And the Crimson Bomb. It pretty much comes from the dragon's mouth. So let's go ahead and shoot this out. And boom. Hey, pretty much it for Dragon V1. Let's move on to the next fruit. Alrighty, we now have Ope. So we have the room right here, as you guys can see. And the more you hold it, the bigger it gets. This is the biggest it could possibly get. First ability, Tact. Pretty much just has rocks, and you click it again to throw them. Next ability, Wreckage. There we go. Also, Tact and Wreckage have like a little combo thing. If you use the two of them, so let me show you guys an example. So I use Tact first. Let me wait for my Wreckage cooldown to come real quick. Alright, here we go. So I use the Wreckage. As you can see, the Tact rocks start flying down as well. So it's kind of like a combo, move. But let's move on to the next one. We have Hurricane Shock. Here it is. Kind of just put them up and twist them around. And jump up and shoot like yellow electricity. Really cool. Next up, we have Gamma Knife. So let's go ahead and use this on this guy. Boom. This does a ton of damage, by the way. Pretty much it. Next up, we have Mess. Actually, let's check out Shambles first. So you pretty much could like swap places with your opponent. So it outlines them white, meaning that, you know, this is the person you're gonna swap with. Just like that. You could also Shambles around like the OP room as well. You don't necessarily have to Shambles, but with someone. Next up, we got Mess. As you can see, it's really cool. We now have their heart. And if we click 7 and click on it, they get stunned. And we could do this for a while. Like, we have this heart in our inventory for a while. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Ope. Let's move on to the next fruit. Alrighty, we are now in Venom. First ability, Chloral Frenzy. Boom. Second ability, Venom Road. Third ability, Toxic Hydra. It's kind of like the Mochi Chestnut move. Alright. Next up, we have Poison Storm. You go up and make it rain a bunch of poison. Next up, we got Hydra Cyclone. Pretty similar to Magma Hound, and it does a little explosion at the end. Now, let's get on with the transformation. Here it is. It looks really sick, I can't lie. But, yeah, this has special M1s as well, so here they are. There we go. So we have Chloral Frenzy as the first ability. Next up, we have 2 skill, which is Venom Road. Third skill, Toxic Geyser. This sends them straight up and explodes them at the top. Next up, we got Poison Storm. Really huge AoE. And we have Hydra Cyclone, which is similar to Magma Hound, but it's literally just a better version. And explodes at the end. Anyways, that is pretty much it for Venom. We're almost done. We got a couple fruits left. But yeah, let's get on to the next fruit. Alrighty, we're now on Gear 5. First ability, Rock Gun. Second ability, Neo Red Hawk. Really sick. And Rock Gatling. There we go. And it does a little... It kind of does like a Red Hawk at the end as well. Next, I've got Red Hawk. This is probably my favorite move in the base. Really sick. Boom. Now let's get on with the Gear 5 moveset. So in order to unlock it, you need to use Drums of Liberation 4 times. I already have a showcase video explaining everything about it if you're curious. But yeah, let's get into Gear 5. This is. Alrighty. First ability, Spinning Top. And then once you're done, you can also pick up multiple people. So look at this. And it just throws them straight up. Next up, we have Dawn Rocket. Mole Pistol Combo. Rising Bolt. Pretty much like a Kaminari. There it is. And we have Gigant Stomp. Actually sends them really high up. And you go straight down slamming. Really good damage. And of course, we got the goated move, top tier move, best move in the game for real, Bajrang Gun. Here it is. And it just sends a huge fist down from the sky, bro. So cool. Alright, that's it for Gear 5. Let's move on to the final fruit of the All Del Fruit Showcase, which is the new Dragon V2. Alright, so with Dragon V2, you get like special M1s with the mace, so here they are. Boom, and you just slam straight down. Hey, pretty good. You could also do like combos with the M1s as well. Really good to do combos with this mace. But let's move on with the moveset. So we have Inferno Breath. It is also cursor based, so if you catch them here, you can literally just pull them in and then continue your combo. You know, maybe using the mace or something like that. But let's move on to the next one. Thunder Bagua. Boom. Really sick. Next up, Dragon Twister. Like a little tornado. Next up, we got Beast Below. In my opinion, this is literally just Screech, but cooler. But let me know what you think looks cooler, Screech or this right here. Alright, now, onto the V2. Here are the M1s. Pretty much just bigger AoE mace. First ability, Inferno Breath. Second ability, Bolo Frenzy. You go up into the sky and shoot out like flame balls. There it is. Next up, we have Dragon Twister. Boom. Pretty sure it's just a bigger AoE tornado. Fourth is Beast Below. Also a bigger AoE from the base, right? It's just an improvement. And we have Flaming Torch. Now, what it does is it buffs flame damage moves. So if the move has like flames in it, it does more damage. Also, look at this. It also has like a flame aura. So if anyone near you comes near you, they burn. Also, if you have one, they burn as well. So let me show you guys the moves that actually change. So the first move that changes is Dragon Twister. As you can see, this time it becomes a fiery tornado. That is extremely sick, I can't lie. I'm pretty sure Beast Below as well. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, we have a little bit more flames added to the Beast Below. Now, let's move on to Demolition, which, you know, is probably like top tier moves, like Bajan gun level. But yeah, let's go ahead and use this move real quick. Alright, let's go. Boom. Slam him around. Throw him all the way up into the sky. Look at this, bro. Absolutely sick, bro. Hey, that's pretty much it for the all Devil Fruit showcase. So let me know if you want like more of these, like every single update or something like that. But yeah, I hope you always have a good day. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Appreciate all the support recently. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Finna hit 20K real soon. But yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a good day, boys, and peace out.